you'll start a cumulative point system just like you do in the other divisions.
Right, they'll have a point system with the highest average going on the back.
Now, this is really going to allow the drivers in the mini stocks to run here at Tulsa Speedway on Friday night and then go to Creek County with them and Han run on Saturday night.
Right, they'll have 2 nights a week racing, which probably all they'll need.
Stan, looking at the racing news that you have out here at the Tulsa Speedway, and it looks like in every division Friday and Saturday night that you have an exceptionally close race going in each division.
It is real close in all 5 divisions. You know, the point system is structured to where it will stay close all year. 3 points separates each position in the A feature, and anybody who finishes the A feature gets, I think it's 26 points, a minimum of 26 points. And it keeps it real close, and it creates an interest for the drivers and for all the racing fans, and it just makes the championship worth a little bit more.
I know you were telling me a few minutes ago about David Chappell last year and the fact that he was almost mathematically eliminated on the last night and yet came through, and that's what makes interesting racing.
Oh, that's what keeps it good and keeps, you know, gets a lot more involvement. They get their adrenaline flowing, and that's what happened last year. A couple of guys fell out in the feature or crashed or something, and David, he had to win the feature to win the championship, and he come on and won the feature and won the championship, and that makes it good.
Stan, one of the highlights of the season, of course, is when the World of Outlaws comes by the Tulsa Speedway. They've been here once. When are they coming back? And just give us some information about them.
You know, this weekend they're running North Texas Speedway in Oklahoma City Sunday, and then they'll be back in Tulsa July the 26th and 27th, and we do have the tickets on sale. Everybody needs to get their tickets as soon as they can.
Well, Stan, best of luck here at Tulsa Speedway. It's always a pleasure coming out and just looking for an exciting night of racing.
It's going to be exciting. We got over 100 cars tonight, so you know we're going to have some excitement.
Stan Durrett, the promoter at Tulsa Speedway. Now let's go back to Don King and Mark Champion upstairs.
Thank you, JV and Stan Durrett, as we get set for this factory stock heat races, as well as the mini stocks, street stocks, and IMCA. So a lot of racing. Getting ready to kick off from Tulsa Speedway. And Checkered Flag is brought to you in part by Dick Lane's Kawasaki Yamaha Sea-Doo, with 2 locations in Broken Arrow and Grand Lake. The Tulsa Speedway, the greatest show on dirt, Highway 75 and 66th Street North. Creek County Speedway, the place to race, 4 miles west of Sapulpa on Highway 66. And Hallett Motor Racing Circuit, home of the Stevens Racing School of High Performance Driving.
Come out for exciting racing action every Friday and Saturday night. Tulsa Speedway, Highway 75 and 66th Street North.
Welcome back to Tulsa Speedway. Don King along with Mark Champion and J.B. Haney, and you can see, Mark, that the pits are full tonight.
It's unbelievable. We've got a great Friday night show on hand for the Speedway fans out here in Tulsa. Don, there's so many cars in the pits. They're overloaded. They're having to pit in the infield.
I've never seen that before. I'm sure it's happened here before, but that's the first time I've seen it in the years I've been out here.
We've got over 40 cars in the IMCA division alone.
And over 100 cars tonight, so a lot of racing on Miller Genuine Drafts Checkered Flag. And here's our first of 4 heat races in the factory stocks. Factory stocks. And the guy to look for, a couple of them in this heat race, in this 6-lap heat race, is Rick Springer. He starts at the back, car number 12. He is 4th in the season standings. Ken Fox, number 21, is 9th in the season standings. And a veteran from Catoosa, Bud Hall, is 10th in the season standings. So those 3 are 3 guys to look for in this first heat. First of 4 heat races in the factory stocks, a 6-lap heat race. And on top, in the front row, is Jeff Grissom. On the inside from Broken Arrow, car 66. And Jeff Vire next to him on the outside in car 34. The Citgo pace car is about to take him around here, and Chuck Sterling will give him the green flag. As you see, not many clouds in the sky. That's much unlike what we had last week. We had a lot of rain, and of course they wanted to get the mini stocks going and could not do so because of the weather last week.
In fact, on the whole entire weekend for Tulsa Speedway fans was washed out.
A lot of rain in the past few weeks, and how has that affected the track?
Well, actually, if we wouldn't have been able to even run Saturday night, even if we would have had clear skies on Saturday, due to the fact that we had so much rain on Friday night. It was unbelievable. In fact, in turn 2, where the fireman stands down there in turn 2, and that light pole, it was above the stand that the light pole stands on. That's how much water was out here.
Well, here we go. The green flag from Chuck Sterling. And we're underway. Our first of 4 6-lap heat races for the factory stocks. And car 66, Jeff Grissom, maintains the lead from the pole position. But keep an eye on second place in the white 61. Daniel Mullins makes a move. He's from Tulsa. There are 9 cars in this heat race. Car number 12 hits the berm, but he hangs on. That's Rick Springer. He's the top points driver in this race. He's 4th in the season standings. This is the 9th weekend of racing here at Tulsa Speedway for the factory stuff.
Here comes Jim Beyer in that number 34. He just took over second place, Don.
Beyer in the Rainbow 34. He's got 2 cars out here this weekend as he holds off Mullins.
Whoa!
But doing some bumping and grinding, just like you'd expect with the factory guys, right?
Wheel to wheel, hub to hub. Now they're rubbing the paint off each other right off the bat, the first heat.
I would think if there's one class, Mark, where you just go out there to have fun, these guys are it.
Well, they definitely have fun, but as you can see right there, going all the way through the infield and almost into that big tire right there in turn 3. They have a lot of fun, but there's a lot of seriousness involved with some of those guys, too.
Halfway through the 6-lap heat race, Daniel Mullen is the guy with all kinds of problems. He gets back on the track in last place and in the lead. There's another one. Look out.
34. Yep. Jeff Beyer.
He was bumped by Rick Springer, number 12, and Springer said, "Get out of my way. I'm moving up."
I'm taking over this place or else.
Springer into second. Chuck Sterling gives him a stern finger as if to say, hey, watch yourself.
Exactly. Safety personnel as well as Chuck Sterling, that flag keeps an eye out for dirty driving.
And Springer takes the lead.
Whoa, look out. Right there. Spun out again.
Big spin for the current or the past leader, Jeff Grissom. White flag out, and Springer should hang on to win this thing. What a job by Rick Springer, who came from the very back of the pack on lap number 4. Nosed a couple of people out.
And I tell you what, sitting in 4th place before this heat race, this is definitely going to help his points.
Yes, it will. Springer, quite a few points, 47 points behind the top 3, Jimmy Owen, Doug Melton, and Paul Holt. And those top 3 are separated by just 10 points.
Where Springer has to watch out is he's being followed closely, just 2 points out. Stan Jeffries in 5th place.
The results upcoming, and congratulations to Rick Springer. Bud Hall takes 2nd place as we get ready for the 2nd heat race in the factory stocks. On the lead to start this 2nd heat race is car number 9 from Claremore, Ricky Smith. After Rick Springer just won his 6th heat race of the year, that is the high in the factory stocks. Guys to look for in this race, the season leader in points for the factory stock drivers, car number 01, Paul Holt. And right now, look out, Smith takes the high side, and boy, he went too high, couldn't get the bite. And number 86, Buddy Hall takes over the lead.
Number 9 having his problems.
Ricky can't seem to get it going, can he?
Tell you another man to watch out for in this thing is Joe Dlingle. He won his first A feature ever last 2 weeks ago on a Friday night.
Lingle is in the red car 68 and moving up fast into 5th place. Right now the leader is Buddy Hall in the yellow 86. In 2nd place, car 17, Loretta Miller, who's becoming a veteran here at the Speedway.
More and more females are joining the ranks of the racing world out here at the Tulsa Speedway, and I'm glad to see it, Don.
We will see another veteran, if you will, of the racing wars, but yet still in high school from Central High School, and Sis Smith in the mini stocks a little later. Halfway through the 6-lap heat race, 2nd of 4 heat races for the factory stocks from Tulsa Speedway. And Buddy Hall in the lead. There's a look at 3rd and 4th place.
Well, we've got a good race for 1st right now, though.
Paul Holt in 3rd. 92, he's holding off David Belden, and the leader's there. Bud Hall on the outside.
Ooh, he took the high road around, got up there in the greasy stuff.
Loretta Miller takes the lead, a couple of laps to go.
She looked exactly like she knew exactly where she wanted to put that car, and she did an excellent job.
Well, looks like, especially turn 4, Mark, that they're not getting the bite they want on the upstairs. We'll see what Loretta decides to do here.
It's early in the evening, but yet we've had this real hard south wind today, Don, and turns 3 and 4 will tend to dry out quicker than turns 1 and 2.
Loretta seems to have things in control. The big battle for second between 86, Buddy Hall, and 0-1, Paul Holt, who's the season points leader. That's Holt on the inside.
And he's trying to take that low groove. Let's see if he can hold on to it.
Miller will win the heat race. Who's got second, though?
I don't know. It's Holt on the inside.
Paul Holt wins it. He, or rather, takes second place over Buddy Hall. But Loretta Miller wins her second heat race of the season and qualifies for the trophy dash. She's won a previous trophy dash this year, so congratulations to Tulsa's Loretta Miller. Loretta Miller winning her second heat race of the season will help her in the standings. She came into this evening's action in 17th place. As we get ready for our third of 4 heat races for the factory stocks, they're getting ready to leave turn 3 into turn 4, and Chuck Sterling will soon give them the checkered, or rather the green flag. People to look for in this race: car number 1, Jimmy Owen, in 3rd place in the season standings, and car 55, Stan Jeffries, who is in 5th place in the standings. A couple of fine drivers. Right now on the front row, it's car 5, Kevin Brown, and he gets taken quickly by car 55. That's Stan Jeffries.
Tell you another one to watch out, Gene Hastings. He's in 6th place in the point standings. So we've got 3rd, 5th, and 6th in the point standings in this heat race.
The new driver, Wesley Bose from Tulsa, in 2nd place in this 6-lap heat race for the factory stocks. Factory stocks changed a little bit. They changed the tires this season to keep from tearing up the track so much. Stan Jeffries, long-time racer here at the Speedway.
Stan's doing a good job holding on to that 1st place, as you can see right there, Don. Good shot of the cars coming out of the 4th turn, coming down that front chute. But he's really putting a lead on the 2nd place car. And in fact, we've got a great battle right now, Don, for 2nd place. Right there.
Car 46 on the inside.
Here comes car number 4 right behind him, trying to take over 3rd.
And it's Gene Hastings in the car there in the front for 2nd place. Battle for 3rd. Number 4, Jerry Worley in the red, white, blue car 4. There's Hastings in 2nd, Worley in 3rd, and Wesley Bose in 4th place.
Worley in that number 4 All-American red, white, and blue car. He's doing a good job now if he can just take over 2nd. There's your leader.
4 laps down, 2 laps to go. Jeffries, who consistently finishes in the top 10 money each year in factory stocks. Jimmy Owen, as we mentioned, in car number 1, who's in 3rd place in the season standings, is in 5th place, and now he's battling 75 Bose for 4th, or rather for 3rd. Not going to be able to do it. White flag out for that gentleman, Stan Jeffries, in car 55. Stan from Sky Tube.
Coming out of turn 2, 2 more turns, and he's home free with a checkered flag.
Think they ever get tired of turning left?
Not really. I think they've done it enough times.
It's automatic, isn't it? Jeffries gets the checkered flag in the factory stocks, and that will help him in the season standings. He came in, as we mentioned, 5th and wins his 4th heat race of the season. So Rick Springer in heat race number 1 won his 6th heat race, and right behind him with 4 heat races, 4 heat wins on the year, Stan Jeffries.